Hello, it's Rose Gold Library with your host Jackie. I'm back. So you're wondering, what is this? I'm currently batch recording a bunch of videos, and I'm on my, I think this is my 5th cup of coffee with some chai. So yeah. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for clicking on this video, and if you've seen my setting up with my reading journal, you've probably seen a little bit of this before, but this is my journal setup for Almost There. This is a what if Tiana made a deal that changed everything, which has Tiana from Disney's Princess and the Frog making a deal with Dr. Facilier. You know, in my opinion, one of the best villain songs. Are you ready? Are you ready? This is also one of the books that made me actually want to try beignets. I've had beignets before, but this is the only book that I ever, only form of media where I'm like, I actively want to have gumbo. And the thing is, I don't like shrimp, and the only areas around me only has like gumbo with shrimp. So yeah, because of this book, I really want shrimp. But yeah, one of my favorite things, as you can see here, I have a rating system. I'll probably delve into deeper later on, because I'll probably change it, to be honest. I rated at a 3 out of 5 stars. 3 is good, great. And I'm just doing like even for right now. Honestly, I'm the creator, so I can just change my rating system. I will say this is YA, and this is obviously targeted towards high school, middle school, a little bit, yeah, mainly high school because it's YA, obviously. I just felt like I was too, coming out of college, out of my university. This is for me purely enjoyment, and I had fun. I got immersed. I had entertainment, but also at the same time, I was fascinated about the world building that for Richon. If the author ever sees this, hopefully I did not mispronounce your name. Hi! If you ever did see this video, I love your work and I can't wait to read it. So this is something that I did. This is just kind of a little booklet of quotes and the summary and some of my favorite quotes. And this wasn't really present in the film because it is obviously a Disney movie, where Tiana, for me as a person of color, they did touch upon it in the film, obviously, but this is also set in the 1920s New Orleans, and there was a moment where Tiana and Lottie go to a store in the fancy area of New Orleans, and Tiana lashes out, is not the correct term, just goes off on Lottie for a couple of moments of how discrimination and racism was really prevalent at that time, and how it was beautifully mixed with Haitian culture and all the different cultures that surrounded the area, and it brought a whole new world. Yes, that was a pun. And it was just fun and exciting, and I also felt sympathetic for the villain at the same time, and it was just beautiful quotes. And I won't spoil it, obviously, but it was mentioned that in the movie that she wanted to spend more time with her dad. So Tiana spends more time with her dad, and the cost is really great. How she has to either sacrifice something, or Dr. Facilier is going to be the one sacrifice. And she is trying to figure out what is happening in the entire city because of her choice, and people around her are getting affected by it. And this is just, for me, because this book is part of a series, A Twisted Tale, which is also another reason why I picked it up. I mentioned before in a couple of other videos, and especially on my TikTok, that I'm very obsessed with Twisted Wonderland, the Disney game. So this was a perfect book to get into that feeling. And it was just kind of, what if this happened? Because Tiana needed a win. Girl needs a win. And she did win in the end, obviously. It's a Disney book. But it has a bunch of wisdom from Haitian voodoo that I'm not sure if someone who actually is part of those cultures would be like, oh, this is accurate or this is correct. But there was a quote in chapter 4 that I put in my favorite quote section. I'm just gonna skip through it, but the twig you don't see is the one that puts out your eye, and I was like, oh, it hits. A lot of these quotes hit, and you couldn't see because I flipped through really fast. I have my favorite quotes page, because for me, I like to have a couple of quotes that definitely live rent-free, and then the quotes of the first page or the first dialogue, such as prologue, page 1, obviously, New Orleans 1912, which is the description, and then the first 2 words that you see here are daddy daddy, which is Tiana, and then chapter 1, and then just Lafayette Cemetery, New Orleans 1926, Mardi Gras, yeah, and then just the entire first sentence, which was a lot. And then I also like to say how, like, time accurate, so to speak. It's also like historical fantasy, so there's always a leeway for it. I would definitely recommend this book. I also have a rating system, at least for my YouTube description, so to speak. I could have my own personal rating system, like do not read or do not finish, to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know. And I put it a 3 mainly because I enjoyed it. That's my personal thing. But I would love to have at least a higher ranking, so to speak, would I recommend this book. Because I believe books should be read and should deserve better. So yes, I definitely love this book because you're here for immersion and entertainment and what if, and it checks all the boxes. So I highly recommend reading Almost There. This is just kind of like a general overview, but if you would love to hear more about the discussion, I highly recommend chatting down in the description, because I have some resources such as go to your local library, check out the book, or also just go to Barnes & Noble. And I hope to see you very, very soon. Thank you so much, and goodbye!